A warm welcome to all the students. Let us embark on this short session on self confidence. One cannot be taught to be self confident. One can only be guided to learn how to be self confident. I hope this session facilitates your thought processes and helps you reflect on your perception. Before we begin, it is important that you ask some questions to yourselves and do a little introspection. Have you ever got a feeling of self-doubt? Do you often get feelings of inferiority? Have you ever felt sensitive to criticism? Do you often give up in difficult situations? If your answer to all these questions is yes, then you might be feeling a lack of self-confidence. It is possible that you might not hold a healthy self-perception. But do not worry. Self-confidence is an attitude that everyone can develop. It is not an ability that only a few people might be gifted with. Let me tell you that in this era of stress and cutthroat competition, where everyone is in a race to reach somewhere, it is very important to feel confident. If you don't believe in yourself, how will the world believe in you? Hence, it is very crucial that you hold a good self-image. You build a healthy self-perception, as that is where all the confidence comes from. What is self-confidence? It means to have trust in one's abilities. You have to believe that you can do it. Remember, in the present context, this belief, this trust is very important if you want to succeed. Self-confidence has a lot of benefits for your mental health. It will allow you to face even the most difficult situations of life easily. It will affect all aspects of your life. You have to learn to be assertive in every sphere of life, and that is possible only when you are confident about yourself. You'll agree with me when I say that every job interviewer or every interviewer, may it be for any admission to any course or for any job, looks for confidence. A self-confident employee will build a positive atmosphere in the company as well. Research shows that students who are confident have fared well in all the spheres of life, whether it is giving a speech, writing an exam, or participating in a competition, or building relationships and networks. Self-confidence plays an important role. So, how can you boost your self-confidence? Since we have understood the importance of self-confidence, let's look at how we can build it up. There are so many ways we can do that. As I've already mentioned, it is not an ability one is born with. It is an attitude that you and I, all of us, can cultivate. So let's look at how we can do it. The first and foremost step is to do a SWOT analysis. What's that? Reach a peaceful place in your home, take a piece of paper and list down all your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and challenges. This will not only give you a real picture of yourself, but will also give you a direction. You need to reflect on your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and challenges. This will fill you with a lot of confidence. Learn to be grateful for your strengths. You have been gifted with a lot of things. What you have to do is think about how will you use those strengths and try to work on your challenges and weaknesses that will help you. The next step is to accept yourself. Remember that you are perfect the way you are. It is so important for your mental health that you accept yourself. Everything is beautiful. The way you are, the way you look, your personality, your strengths, it's just perfect. So do not compare yourself with others and do not go in the race of being perfect. And just accept yourself, be yourself. Another thing you can do is reward yourself for your achievements and forgive yourself for your failures. You need not be too harsh on yourself. You need not dwell on your failures. Reward yourself when you reach your targets. It can be material like enjoying a coffee, or it can be non-material like spending time with your loved ones. Make yourself happy. It is so important that we all practice self-compassion and build a good self-perception. And hence I would say that forgive yourself for all the mistakes you have been doing while you live in the present and plan for your future, and reward yourself. The next important step is that you set realistic and achievable goals. You cannot be doing 100 things together. You have to take it slow. Make a timetable, set an action plan that will help you work effectively. You have to be practical and put out an action plan that looks real. You cannot be doing everything together, correct? So try to be as realistic as possible when you list out your goals and your targets. This will give you a direction and will make you feel more comfortable and confident about achieving your goals. Important exercise that I personally recommend is to do a meditative exercise. You can either sit comfortably with your eyes closed in a meditative position, or stand in front of a mirror and say these lines of self-praise. I am getting stronger day by day. I am grateful for all the strengths that God has gifted me. I am happy. I like myself the way I am. I have the potential to achieve all my targets. I can do it. Saying these lines will really help you build a very positive self-perception, and this in turn will lead you to having more self-confidence as well. So I recommend this, and trust me, it is very effective. There are times when you need to say no. That is one of the important ways to be more confident. You need not say yes to everything. You have to be more assertive and upfront. You are not obliged to do everything under the sun. So learn to say no. The next thing I recommend is you can always maintain a journal and write down your daily experiences. You can include how you felt during the entire day. Where did you feel a lack of confidence or a sense of self-doubt? Where did you feel very confident about yourself? Do some introspection, do some reflection, and see how your progress is coming up. This is a slow process. It will take time, but I am sure we all will feel more confident if we practice these things in our lives. These are some of the ways which I found would be helpful for all of you, but you can always do a little more search on blogs and articles which will give you many more ways to build your self-confidence. I hope this session was helpful. I would like to say that be confident and love yourself. If we all love ourselves, we'll also love the world around us. And if we start loving each other, this is going to be a better place to live in. Ending with this beautiful quote. Thank you.